Hello and welcome back to another video on the autodoc YouTube channel. My name is George and today we're going to be talking about cabin air filters, where they are located and how to remove them, how often should you be replacing them, and which cabin air filter should you be replacing them with. Now before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all of the latest videos. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. Now then, when it comes to the removal of the cabin air filter, it's obviously going to vary a lot depending on which car you have, but they're usually located in one of two places. So they're usually located in the engine bay, or they are located down by the passenger or the driver's side footwell. In our case today, they are located in the engine bay, and we actually have two separate cabin air filter boxes. I will remove them and then we'll get on to removing the filters themselves. Okay then, so here is one of the cabin air filters themselves, and as we can see, it is not too clogged up. I mean, if we look closely, we can see some pollen in there, which it means that this filter is doing its job. One of the main jobs of a cabin air filter is that it prevents pollen from entering the cabin. So we know that it's doing its job. This is the dirty side, so let's have a look at the clean side just to make sure that no pollen has gone through. And as we can see, this side is perfectly clean, so we know that this cabin air filter is doing its job. Now then, when should you be replacing these? Now it's going to vary depending on what conditions you're driving in. For example, if you drive in a very dusty or sandy environment, this thing is going to get clogged up a lot easier. But if you're not driving in a particularly dusty or sandy environment, then these filters should be good for 1 to 2 years. Now, when it comes to replacing your cabin air filter, make sure that you opt for a charcoal activated one, which this one is. Not only does a charcoal activated cabin air filter keep out the pollen, but it also keeps out the nasty smells and toxins as well from entering your cabin. So it's definitely worth spending the extra little bit of money buying a charcoal one over a regular standard cabin air filter. Now before you go ahead and reinstall your cabin air filter box, it's worth checking what the general area is like. As you can see, this one has a good amount of dirt build up in there. You may find that you have leaves in there. That's very common. But it's definitely worth giving this area a nice clean before you reinstall the box, because this is the stuff that you don't want entering your cabin. There we go, just like that, both of the cabin air filters are now reinstalled. Okay then, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I'll see you next time.